Well, here we are, another beautiful morning at Eden Project here in Cornwall, live streaming to the world with an anthem for the nation, an anthem for our times, an anthem for everybody, an anthem that celebrates people, community, an anthem of Liverpool, a city connected by culture, a city connected by art, as we saw yesterday, whose children inspire the world. And today we're celebrating this anthem. The Farm, Peter Hooton, Keith Mullen, thank you for your generosity, for letting us use this song as part of our Art of Community Festival. This is for you. Let's go. Yesterday, somebody said something on the radio which really caught my eye. They said, the King of Lockdown. They called me the King of Lockdown. I'm not the King of Lockdown because nobody's locking me down. I'm an artist, you can lock me in, but you'll never lock me or other artists down. I'm not the anything, I'm a dad, I do what I can, I'm nothing without you. So David Grant, Cary Grant, we need you, we need everybody in this country to come together to start a creativity revolution in this country. This is Eden Project. These people are the community activists of the Eden communities. Thousands of people across the country who are MAD. They're making a difference. And that's what we want you to do today. We want to inspire you to make a difference by coming together now. People like this man here, this lady's here, where are we? I can't keep up with myself. Eden Communities. That man there and his wife run a furniture shop in an old chapel for distressed women who need furniture in a hurry. There you go, that's just to prove I was there. That man uses football to inspire kids in their learning at secondary. Incredible guy. And here's Marcus, I think. Where's Marcus from Northern Ireland? Come on, Marcus. There's Marcus from Northern Ireland. Together. We are together. We are going to connect this country with art. We're going to connect this country with culture. We're going to connect this country. We're going to rebuild community. Yes, we are, young lady. So don't give me that look. I'm making this up as I go along, so if it stutters, if it goes wrong, please don't give me too hard a time. So here we are at Eden Project for the Art of Community Festival. We are all together. We are having a fantastic time down here. We are smashing it. We are celebrating our art. We're celebrating what creativity tools and people can do. That tool could be a guitar. That tool could be a robot, a bit of code. That tool could be a cardboard tube to make a rocket, just like Elon Musk did once. He made a rocket like that out of cardboard, and last night he fired a rocket that has gone to the International Space Station. That's what we've got to do, inspire our kids to follow in their footsteps. 3 amazing people have inspired this weekend. Number 1, Kirpa is a blind disabled girl from Leeds who we saw at a conference. Blew us away. She sang Friday night at Eden Project. Unbelievable. Yesterday was Leanne's day. She's a mum from Leeds who built her kids a crane out of bits of wood. And last night we all sat and watched I've got to keep this music going because it's going to run out on me. She built a crane for her kids out of bits of wood, and last night we watched the SpaceX rocket take off here in our community lock-in, and we fired a dynamite rocket that landed in their backyard on the Seacroft estate in Leeds. Sunday is Pete's day. Today is Pete's day. So today is Grandad's day, because Pete is a grandad in Liverpool who is teaching his 3 grandchildren to code things like JD the robot, and things like this little robot here, this little Edison. I haven't got time to show you all the tat. We are inspiring kids, and today is for Grandad Pete and all those people who've had kids, who haven't had kids, who want to have kids, who want to inspire kids, because our kids need you. They need #creative carers, people who care about creativity, people who care about kids, and people who care about all our futures, because let's face it, our kids are our pensions, because they're our futures like that. Yesterday we fired the rocket off, as I said, and this is what happened yesterday. We had a rocket launch here in our community lock-in. This is Homer Hickam. Homer Hickam, who wrote a book about 4 boys who didn't want to be coal miners. They saw the spark, they learned to make rockets, and ended up working for NASA. Here goes the rocket! 4, from our community lock-in. 1. Whoa! Can you see that? From our top floor. Can you see it? And there it goes to Leeds. That rocket is going to Leeds. It left London and it's going to Leeds. And if you don't believe me, watch this. Look, these lads are in Leeds. And there they are. Their mum and dad filmed this. Unbelievable. There it is. Just check it out. Unbelievable. That is a rocket that their mum made with them using one of our Art Time kits. Just bits of paper and sticky tape. No tech, no apps, no screens, just bits of paper. And she's had a week off the tech this week. Unbelievable. Together. We are Uplifting Talks. We're about uplifting performances, inspiring talks, creative activities and community engagement. But community is nothing without you. Today we need you to come out of your house. The way you used to clap, but to talk to your neighbours, to have your lunch with your neighbours, because we've got one hell of a day lined up. All these cool things, I'm not even going to bother with that. We're kicking off at 10:15 with an art activism workshop. And if you want to get with the programme, go to our website, #ILoveArt, download this flyer, draw a heart in there. Let me show you how easy it is to draw a heart. Let me show you how easy it is to draw a heart. I draw a heart like that. I've just drawn a heart. I've declared my art. I've declared my love of art. Send a selfie in. You could even print it off on lots of bits of paper like that. You could do a poster like this. We could do one of those because we've had thousands of these printed by JR. Let me show you this. I just can't stop. This is going to go on for hours. I'm going to have to rewind it again. There's thousands of these posters that JR has printed for us that we're fly posting all over the country. We need you to be part of this. That's 10:15. That's just 10:15. Let's rewind the selection. And 11 o'clock, we will sing. We're not doing it in Zoom, we're just going to play it. If you want to sing, you can sing, but we are going to play it because this song says it all. We're in no man's land. We're in a place between a rock and a hard place. We've had the past, we've abused the country, we've abused the world, we've abused nature, we've abused each other in some cases. We need to start again. We're in no man's land and we need to move forward. And this song is our anthem because we can only do it together now. And that's thanks to the farm. Peter Hooton is a cultural ambassador for Liverpool. Keith Mullen, the rest of the band there, incredible ambassadors for creativity in Liverpool and this country and our children and our futures and our creativity. Here we go again. So that's 11 o'clock. They're not coming on the show necessarily, but we're just celebrating that. 11:45, we've got to draw your life. Because what? Draw your future. Because what's got to change? Absolutely everything. Everything's got to change. And so, Chris Riddell, the political cartoonist of The Observer and The Guardian, maybe not The Guardian, but The Observer, is going to do a drawing workshop. For 1 hour, he's just going to sit and draw. And you can watch or you can copy. But that's going to inspire one person to draw, one child to draw with their mum and dad, because they're locked down, they're locked in, so maybe they can just not just do all the time, they can be together and watch and draw. At 12:15, we have a chain reaction. This is my favourite bit. I've been looking forward to this so much. This is a gadget that I made at a chain reaction in Cambridge. So basically, a piece of string was pulled over here. It pulled something that fell. It started a remote control Lego train to go around with a pin on the front that popped the balloons. It's fired something that dropped a bag that pulled a string that made a rocket go that dropped something and pulled a string. Pulled a string. Let me get this right. Pulled a string on that side, and we filmed it. And this is what it looks like. So this is the film of that gadget, with 20 other people who ran them as well. So basically we all made these gadgets and we had a table each. And what we want you to do today is to go outside and have your lunch and build a gadget like this on your table. And we'll give a prize for the best one. Oh my goodness, check it out, check it out. Could you build anything like this? You could build a small one, get some dominoes, maybe stack up some, I don't know, boxes, cardboard boxes, whatever you've got. We're not showing off, we're just being part of it. We're co-creating, we're co-making. We're showing that the 4th R, the 3 R's are reading, writing, arithmetic. The 4th R is rorting, making. So let's do that. Let's all clap and let's all celebrate our creativity. And 12:45, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to stop music for this, I think. Am I going to have to stop music? Yeah, I'm going to have to stop music for this because at 12:45 we have only got the legendary Basil Brush. Is he going to speak to us? Speak to us, Basil? Oh, I turned it down. I turned him down. That's not very clever, is it? Hang on, why did I turn the wrong one? Oh, I've muted that one. Hang on, let's rewind. Rewind selector, Basil Brush.
Hello, 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 hello. Basil Brush here. Why don't you check out the Art of Community Creativity Festival live streaming from the Eden Project this Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's all free. Thanks to you National Lottery players for all the money that you provide for funding good causes like this. So see you this weekend. Boom, boom, from Basil Brush.
Oh my goodness, I never ever thought I'd be on a stage with Basil Brush. I never thought I'd be on a stage with Basil Brush. We are definitely all together. If you're struggling to keep up with this, I am. If I am, you probably are. So what you want to do is download this flyer. We've done this flyer, it's going to be on the website shortly with all the information you need, because at 1 o'clock, we're going to go and stand in that place. Where's that nice quiet bit? Where's that nice quiet bit? This is the nice quiet bit. Let's find the quiet bit. We're going to go outside at 1 o'clock till 3 o'clock. Because we're going to go to that spot where every Thursday we have stood and clapped for carers in the NHS, the police, the fire, the teachers, the teaching assistants, the head teachers, those brave people who've got to go back to school on Monday, unsure of their personal protection. And we're not going to stand and clap and then go back in. We're going to be all together and we're going to sit and have our lunch in that spot. Will you do this? Will you come out of your house and just have your lunch, a sandwich, a bit of pasta, a roast lunch? Will you do that outside your house today and be part of our hashtag Little Big Lunch? But don't worry, we've got some banging tunes for you. We can't play this song all day, obviously, but because we've got Count Skylarkin and his Disco Shed. Oh my goodness! So Count Skylarkin is an incredible DJ from Oxford. He DJs in sheds at festivals across the country, and he inherited a very special record collection. He inherited the record collection of this legend, DJ Derek. DJ Derek DJ'd at festivals across the country, had 30,000 ska, dub and reggae tunes. He copied them all onto minidisc and DJ'd across the world. He was in Dizzy Rascal's track on the disco, Fun on the Dance or whatever it was. Skylarkin is doing a DJ Derek tribute. Listen to, do you hear the way the music just faded then? This is total fluke. This is quite emotional. Count Skylarkin is doing a DJ Derek tribute while you have your big lunch. So for once, you can have your lunch and get your phone out. All together now, having lunch. All together now, making things together. All together now, enjoying the love, the music, the heart, the vibes of DJ Derek, brought to you by the next generation. And that's what this is about. Punks 1.0, inspiring Punks 2.0. If you saw the Boomtown Rats thing last week, you know that somebody's in a rat trap. Dominic Cummings, you've been caught. This is a rat trap. And we've got you, because you are responsible for a lot of the trouble we have with creativity, with education, with democracy and health, but we're not getting into politics. My goodness, what next? 3 o'clock. Look at these kids' faces. Look at these kids' faces. How do you put a face on that like that on a child? Well, you do it by getting somebody like this man involved. This is Tom Morley. Tom Morley, former drummer of Scritti Politti, is now a rock star actor. He works with companies and corporations across the world. He works with communities. He's worked with schools. He is the man. He has set up a Zoom group for 1,000 people, because any more than that and it breaks Zoom. 1,000 people to do drumming. Any instrument, piece of cardboard. So if you've got a cardboard box like what I have, get your cardboard box. Two hands, two hands. That's how easy it is. Oh my goodness. Get rid of the drums, because we're moving on. You need to get this poster. We've got this poster here, which you can download. Rewind selector. My goodness, this is long. Download the posters. I've got loads. I'm going to put these on my lampposts. I'm going to put them through my neighbours' doors, because I want to see just one family in my street outside. People we love to see. We've had a few arguments because they've been banging out the reggae and we've been banging out the disco, and we've all got a bit grouchy, but we're friends, we're family. We've done 2 street parties in this road with the big lunch. Eden Project have a virtual big lunch next Sunday. We'll come back to that. Tonight, what we're doing, oh my goodness, at 4 o'clock, if you've always wanted to come to Notting Hill, Portobello, Notting Hill Carnival, we have got a street map tour using Google Street Maps, and Google have been really generous to us, so we haven't got a problem encouraging people to use their tech occasionally. Street map tour with Aidan McManus. He's an expert on the Clash. He knows where Mick Jones lives. He's not going to show you his number, but he's going to take you for a virtual tour of Notting Hill on Google Street Maps with a green screen. Oh my goodness, can't believe it. And then at 4 o'clock, Comedy Cookery. Comedy Cookery with an amazing duo, Rosemary Schrager and Lavoie. are going to be in two windows. Rosemary's a world-class master chef, and she's going to try and take Lavoie to do a meal. That is going to be messy. What could possibly go wrong? Then tonight, Chris Sullivan, former impresario, he is an impresario, artist, broadcaster, writer, journalist. He ran the WAG Club in Soho. He virtually launched clubbing as we know it, obviously after the Cavern, let's not go there. He's going to have a chat with Robert Elms if we can get hold of him, because he doesn't have a mobile phone. But then at 7:30, we've got Jar Wobble, Public Image, all that sort of stuff. Amazing guy. He's going to do some poetry and talk to us. We are then getting up with the music. We've got Reva Taylor. If you saw Emily Capel last night here, oh my goodness. And Gaz Mail. It's all together now. We're banging it out. We've got a classical selection for the grandmas and granddads because it's Grandad's Day. So Noel Vine and Andrew Quatermain are going to do some beautiful classic chill stuff with visuals and all that sort of stuff. And then at 9 o'clock, we're going to welcome back to the stage Kirpa Suwali. We're going to put out an appeal because Kirpa Suwali is blind. She's in a wheelchair. She's very poorly at the moment, but she sang for us on Friday night and she lives to sing. This is a little girl who lives to sing, and today we're putting out a shout. We're putting a shout out to the man that she loves singing the songs of. This young man here.
I don't like nobody but you, baby, yeah, 'cause I
don't care.
She lives to sing Ed Sheeran songs.
All the best things disappear, and you're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I could deal with a bad night when I'm with my baby.
I'm the proud father for Kirpa Suwali. One of the biggest things that gets her with disabilities is her love for music. And she'd love to perform at a festival or something. Ed's coming to Roundhay Park in Leeds in 3 weeks' time. She has an ambition one day to hopefully record a track with Ed Sheeran. Maybe Ed Sheeran might pick it up. And like I said, for Kirpa, what she gets from you guys is how she will feel what you feel from her music. Collaboration, it's about the audience and what she feeds from you guys.
Collaboration is about the audience and what she feeds from you guys. And Kirpa, dreaming of singing with Ed Sheeran. We're going to put a shout out today just to see, we know Ed's busy, all these rock stars are busy and they don't want to do things if the quality's not good, and we get that. We've seen Ed Sheeran doing some stuff singing, that's brilliant. We're not asking Ed to sing today, we're asking Ed to find 5 minutes to Skype us. We can get the contact details, just Skype in after Kirpa has sung and just say thank you. If anybody's listening who knows Ed Sheeran, anybody in Suffolk where he lives, anybody who maybe taught him music as a child, anybody who knows Stuart Camp, his manager, anybody at Rocket Entertainment, Luke and the guys down there, if any of you can get a message to Ed Sheeran today to ask if he will just Skype in for 3-4 minutes, nothing more than that, because this is not for everybody. We've had some fallouts with some very special, very famous artists who are incredibly good people, great artists, good karma, and they've just not wanted to do this. We've had a legal letter from somebody for an issue. You can't make this up. I've had to part that. I'm getting back onto that on Monday. We're doing our best. Last night, Gaz Mail played for us from deepest Wales on a smartphone. Had to clip my microphone to the phone to hear it. It sounded rubbish, but the heart and soul was there, and that's what's important with all this. Please do what you can to help us to inspire Kirpa, because you're not doing this for one girl, and you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for every child like that. You're doing it for the families of every child like that. You're doing it for your community. Tonight we're getting back up to the punk thing. As I say, Bob Geldof came back last week. What's happened to my music? I need some music to fill the gaps here. Oh my goodness, we've gone into another version. I don't like that. That's all a bit anthem, isn't it? Let's keep it with this one. Last weekend, Bob Geldof came back with the Boomtown Rats new album. Video was everywhere, papers, media, blah, blah, blah. We wrote to him and said, would you get involved? And he's got a lot on his plate, apparently, which is fine. I know how busy he is, and he's done a lot of great work. Not the best line for somebody who did Live Aid, a lot on your plate, but whatever, he's a great guy, done great work. He talked about how in 1975, when he worked in an abattoir, he was not killing animals, it was a slaughterhouse of dreams. And that's the activity, that's the, what's the word, the fire that inspired the punk movement for him and the rock movement and all those other young people. Tonight, we're hoping, if we can get it right, Glenn Matlock from Punk 1.0 is going to come and inspire Punk 2.0. He was with us last night chatting around the fire, and we're coming together tonight with people like Glenn Matlock. We've had stuff from from Nile Rodgers over the years. We've had people from like Google and Barclays, all these big capitalist organisations, whatever. This is not an anti-capitalist demo. This is not Extinction Rebellion. This is a dad doing his best. I don't give a damn for hard left. I don't give a damn for hard right. Let's look at the 80% we have in the middle. Look at that 80%, not the 20% extremes. Let's find some space to come together in no man's land. Darren Henley, the Chief Executive of the Arts Council, went to went to Sunderland 4 years ago after the Brexit campaign was announced. And this is not about Brexit or Remain, this is about us, that 80%, not the extremes. Darren Henley went to Sunderland and made a bold claim. He issued a diktat for people like me, for people like you. Come on, Darren Henley.
Let's ask, what if? Let's start a creativity revolution.
Come on, clap your hands, get your hands in the air. It's Sunday morning, let's get those cobwebs out.
I love art because I think you get to express your creativity. I love art because I get to be creative. I love art because it's creative. I love art because it's creative and you can just use your imagination.
One day, one of those children from Sunderland will have an idea that will change the world.
And they have, his name was Dominic Wilcox, a young man there who designed that stained glass driverless sleeper car from Sunderland. Today, we are asking a bold thing. We want you to go outside and have your lunch with your neighbours. Don't speak to them if you don't want to, if you don't know them, if you don't like them, but just be out there. That's a step towards reconciliation if you do have such issues. Everybody outside, let's focus on the 80 and not the 20% that we argue about all the time. This is a bold claim. I'm just a dad who does what he can. Bit of a Birdman, bit of an Icarus, whatever. Art. Art, art, art. Art is what we call it when what we do might connect us to somebody else. A child's art could be painting or photography, cooking or coding, robots or rockets, dancing, DJing, or graphic design. It might not work. It might not work.
It might not work, but here's the thing. The guy who invented the ship also invented the shipwreck. And either you're in or you're out. Either you want to play this game or you don't. Art doesn't work because we did something conventional and predictable, and here it is industrialized, right? Art works because we connect.
So the festival that we will be organising in 2022 is a festival of creativity in its broadest sense. So what we're looking for is events that will help to bring people together and show the value of art.
An event like this is absolutely overdue, being from a working class families where we've never had access to the arts.
I think this is amazing and we should encourage Nick to do more of this so that we can connect friends through art. Is actually amazing.
Well, a lot of schools have taken music out of their curriculum and I find that really important.
This book is going to change lives. There are 7 stories.
Keep doing what you're doing. I love your passion. Please keep doing what you're doing. Inspiring the kids. I think it's great. Not enough parents spend enough time with the kids. They leave them on the iPads and things like that. And I absolutely love it. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your passion.
Again, boys will be boys. Better let them have their toys. Girls will be girls. Cute ponytails and curls. Must put an end to this stress and strain. I think I want to live that sporting life.
I'm going to make it happen for you, Nick.
I appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to make it happen for you because what you're doing is in the end absolutely brilliant.
I had the idea of getting a big screen to come here and celebrate, and I did a thing called a crowdfunder. I said to lots of people, I only gave myself 24 hours, and they said, you'll never do it.
One time for the Lord.
Art and creativity is absolutely everything, you know, to secure the jobs for the future.
Niall, what does collaboration mean to you?
For me, collaboration is everything. So my whole life is a collaboration.
My whole life's a collaboration. The mighty Niall Rogers there, speaking to us in a primary school in Toxteth at the end of last year. So that's what we're all about. I've got to go and get some organisation done. So it's the hashtag, where are we going? Art of Community, hashtag Art of Community 20 Festival. Last day today, day 3. All the previous days are all on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Day 3, we're live at 10 o'clock. And I'm going to leave you now with a message to Yorkshire, but not the message to Yorkshire, it's actually a message from Yorkshire. A project we did with our last Arts Council grant. We went into a school, Academy St James in Bradford, and this is what happened. Oops, not that. This.
I have a dream.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to make that background video play, but I don't want the music. So let's do that, because that would look quite cool, wouldn't it? So this is what happens, you see. This is how we change things. It's all, look, it's not, I'm not really here. I'm just doing green screen, all right? And I'm on a PowerPoint. So let's make that video so that the music doesn't play. I've been meaning to do that all weekend. Let's just get this right, shall we? Let's turn the music down. So now we should be able to have a really cool video of the National Lottery, video imagery, the £40 billion that National Lottery players have paid into arts and culture and sport and good causes. Could have paid some tax, I suppose, but not to worry, let's not go into that. And here we have that animation playing, and when I click the video will start, and I will fade myself out and say goodbye. I'll see you at 10 o'clock. Let's come together now.
I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream. I have a dream today.
Together now, all together now, all together now, in no man's land, together, all together now, all together, all together now, together, all together now, no man's land. Together now, all together now, all together now, in no man's land. Yeah.